Hey, Chris.
Hello, Dan. Welcome back. Long time no see.
Yeah.
It's been a year. We've transformed.
Yeah. There's so many new things happening. This building that we're in here, and was hoping to get a little tour from you, find out what you've been up to.
Yeah, if you go back and look at your old video that you shot when you were here last in sort of January 2017, we've done a lot in 1 year. And yeah, so what you're looking at now, this is going to be sort of our welcome center, our visitor center, our business center. It's going to be the first house in the state of Florida in an urban environment disconnected from the electric grid. So completely disconnected from the electric grid, and then we hope that down the line we'll be able to change the policy on the water grid as well. But this is a showcase building, so what we're doing is we're showcasing a lot of different businesses and a lot of different technology all in one sort of central usable space. We'll have 3 offices here. We'll have a kitchen. This will be sort of our reception area. People will come in. This is where all of our tours will start, and this is where we'll have our business meetings. The wood you're looking at on the ceiling right here, this is Florida cypress, locally harvested. We've got a German engineered and designed roof on this house. We did the spray foam insulation, the closed cell system. We've got a super innovative air conditioning system that's going to be in here. We partnered with IKEA for our kitchen, all sort of recycled and eco-friendly building materials as well. This house doesn't have a hot water heater, it doesn't have a stove, does not have a washer and dryer, and so it's a bare bones, get it up and running, off-grid house. You know, how do you upgrade a 1950 home to be sort of off-grid? And you know, there's a lot of business partners that we've been working with to help make that happen, from the roofing supply company to the paint company to the wood company to the insulation company, window company. And then some of the technology. I mean, the solar panels are from Bavard Solar, one of our big solar partners.
Okay.
They were part of the solar co-op last year with the Sierra Club, and yeah, we're happy and thankful to be working with them. We hope to, as we grow, we get more and more business partners. We got these doors from Home Depot. Home Depot, we got a grant. They're actually going to be coming out to install all of these doors.
Oh, great.
Right now, this is our bathroom, just going to be a typical traditional bathroom, but we are going to be putting in a rainwater collection system on the outside of that then comes back in and backfills our toilets and hopefully our sink, and then hopefully we'll have a gray water system that goes out to a garden there. But this is going to be our battery storage room, so our batteries are going to go in there. This will be sort of we're partnered with the Trojan batteries. That'll be sort of first phase, and then hopefully second phase we'll have LG or Tesla will go in that wall right there as we sort of become more popular.
Nice.
This is, we've got 3 offices here. This is Jamie's office, our co-director. She's in charge of a lot of the volunteer coordination, a lot of program development, nonprofit management. This will be my office right here. And then we'll have our intern's office right there and other staff members, sort of co-working space.
And how big is the power system that you're going to put on this?
This house, we're putting a 4 kilowatt system.
Okay.
A 4 kilowatt system, and then a battery backup for 3 days. Most of the use will be during the day because we're using it for office spaces, but we will have a 3-day battery backup supply.
Okay.
But I mean, it'll be bare bones. All of our appliances will all be plug and play. And we'll try to just have the smallest system that we can, just to get it up and running, and just to show people that it's possible, because and really to see how Duke Energy reacts. I mean, we believe that it's not illegal, but nobody's done it before, so
Right.
We'll find out. What we've done here with this building is pretty unique as well, because we put the insulation on the outside of block, and that's
Okay.
most people don't do that. And then we put the Georgia pine siding on the outside of that, because that prevents sort of the heat transfer, and we want to insulate the outside of the building instead of trying to insulate the inside of the building, which then the block brings a lot of heat in and out.
Okay.
So that's why when you go to the outside of this building, you'll see the colorful design of the Georgia pine, but there's also insulation underneath that, sort of the 2 inches. I forget the name of the foam, but it's a 2-inch foam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was in this house last year, at least to hang out with people, and it was a mess.
It was,
So it's
yeah.
totally transformed. Yeah.
Totally transformed, and it'll be finished next month, and we'll have, hopefully by Earth Day. I mean, I hope that it's done by Earth Day, but we'll see sort of timelines and deadlines. Construction, you never know, because one little thing will hang you up, and most times it's the city. This is the entrance right here into the home, and so this space sort of provides a buffer for deferring the heat or not transferring the heat. So there's a door there, but these aren't windows. This is really the insulation of the house starts right here.
Uh-huh.
This is where the building
It's like
starts.
an envelope.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
a-
sort of an outside envelope to be able to transfer the heat. Yeah, so we're putting in a handicap ramp right here. We're going to put bike parking right here. We want to create a lot of bike parking space for this office, co-working, visitor center. And so, yeah, bike parking there, handicap, and then we're going to cut into the sidewalk. I was down with the city today, and we're going to put in a handicap ramp down into the street as well and create some handicap parking too. So that way we have handicap parking, accessibility, and then really encouraging people and staff and people that are coming to work and tour and volunteer to bring their bicycle. We've been approved to build 3 tiny houses here. We were in front of the Development Review Commission on January 10th. So we're going to build three tiny houses in this area, 2 on this lot, sort of one right here, probably a geodesic dome in the back, and then a 2-story one, which what we talked about in the back. These 3 tiny houses, because we're a long-term social service facility, we have kitchens and bathrooms here, kitchens and bathrooms on every floor in our main residential building. We don't have to have kitchens and bathrooms in our tiny houses. And that's the first time that that's been approved in the city of St. Pete. So very thankful that we're in a very progressive city and one that's open and open to innovative housing ideas.
Yeah, and it seems like you've been working really hard to communicate with the city and educate them about what you want to do and
Yep.
and be sympathetic to what's going on here.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't help anybody if we're trying to do things sort of against the law, but we're trying to demonstrate the laws we want to change, and working with the city. We know the city is open and receptive, and we're trying to show and demonstrate what it is that we want to do. And so far we have a great working relationship with the city, and so very thankful for that. Yeah, I mean, so we're really focused on putting in some really high quality building materials. I mean, this is all stone and tile and terrazzo that's going to go in all of our common areas. I mean, we're putting a lot of energy and resources to make this building super sustainable and energy efficient. We want it to look nice and something that we can all really be proud of. And I mean, this building's over 100 years old, and we want to remodel it to be around for another 100 years. And so we're putting some good high quality materials in. This is all going to go on our floors, in our common areas, and co-working spaces. This is all the tile that's going to go in all of our bathrooms. I mean, we've got a good partner with Stone Mart, a good local, I guess they're not a local tile company, but this is the value of partnerships, how we're able to get good quality materials at affordable prices and be able to showcase their products and services as well.
So you tell them what you're doing and then ask for some kind of a break on the price, or like?
Yeah, ask for a break on the price, but really trying to create sort of a long-term partnership, because if somebody comes and sees the type of flooring and material that we have and they ask, well, where did you get this? And we say Stone Mart, and then they go to Stone Mart and order enough tile for their house. Hopefully we get some sort of a commission from that deal.
Yeah.
You know, we basically become salespeople for their products and services. So they give us a good enough deal that we're able to make it happen right now, but hopefully we're able to create sort of a long-term sort of financial relationship as well, because then it gives us an incentive to promote their products.
Sure.
And we're trying to do this with everything, whether it's the flooring, whether it's tile, whether it's the roofing material, whether it's the solar material, whether it's the siding. I mean, we want everything that we're putting into our business, into our nonprofit. We want it to be a partnership, a long-term partnership.
The St. Pete Ecovillage has also been putting a lot of time into renovations of the big blue house.
Yeah, I mean, so we're going to be remodeling the basement, but we haven't started any demo or construction down there. We're going to be remodeling the main floor. We're putting in a new commercial kitchen, remodeling the 3 offices to become bedrooms. Once that off-grid house is done, move the offices over there. But right now we haven't started any of that construction. We haven't started any of the construction in the basement, but we can go upstairs and we can show you the construction that we have started on.
Okay.
And so on this floor, we've remodeled every bedroom. Every bedroom has bamboo floors. You'll be able to see one in there sort of with the construction materials. And then that stone and that tile is going to go all in the common areas, all in the co-working space. And so bamboo in all the bedrooms, tile in the bathroom, stone and terrazzo in all the common areas. This is an example of one of the bedrooms. I mean, it's a little bit messy right now because we're using it for storage, but it's all bamboo floored, all new drywall, all new windows. Taking sort of the existing envelope and just making it energy efficient, super sustainable, and a really nice place to live at a very affordable price. This is sort of an in-construction space. I mean, we got a bathroom that just got totally gutted today. This whole space right here is going to become a co-working space, classroom space, workshop space, and then we've got 2 rooms up there that are going to be sort of new rooms that we're remodeling. Those will be done in about a month and a half as well. So as you can see, this building is over 100 years old. This was built pre-electrical, pre-air conditioning, and we're remodeling it to be a super sustainable education space. So the next time you come back, all this will be finished.
So the insulation, what are you doing?
So we're going to be insulating the outside of the building.
Oh, again.
Yeah, so we're going to do the same thing with that. I mean, we're putting in all new windows, but we're going to insulate the outside of it.
Are you going to do the same kind of wood on the outside?
Probably, yeah. We'll probably do the 2-inch foam
Siding.
with the Georgia pine.
Nice.
Still the same commercial kitchen that you saw before, but we're getting ready to remodel it. We're totally gonna gut that and make it much bigger. We're gonna remodel this bathroom. You can see from underneath how we've remodeled all those trusses and support. It's all brand new, treated. We're building for something long term. We don't have those restaurant tables anymore. We've got those sort of 2 long tables from what you remember.
Yeah, the Arby's tables
we
are
don't
not here
we don't
anymore.
have those RV tables anymore. That wall we're going to take out. We're going to open up the kitchen in a much bigger space so we can have 10 to 15 people working in here. And then this is going to become the new dining room. We're going to convert these 3 office spaces into into bedrooms. So 3 bedrooms on this floor, new dining room, new kitchen. Yeah, so this is our women's residence right here. We've completely remodeled the inside of the building. I believe you used to stay here. Is that?
Yep, I stayed there last year.
So we can see if we can peek inside and take a look at it. But yeah, it's all. Let's see if we can put in this new handicap ramp.
Yeah, a new ramp here. And stairway.
Okay. Hello. So briefly, it's got all new tile. We've totally painted the inside of it. All bamboo floor going upstairs. This is all our women's residence.
Okay.
And, put in some motion sensor light technology, all new bathrooms, and all new kitchen that we've remodeled. You want to be on camera? Okay, she doesn't want to be on camera. So don't show her. But yeah, it's a brand new kitchen, recycled countertop, all new appliances. And this did not exist when you were
So
here.
it's totally transformed. Somebody was just living in here, and it was not a kitchen at all.
Yeah,
It was
so this
junky.
is the power of having a good construction team and good business partners as well, making it happen.
Let's
How do you
see the
convert
bathroom.
an old home that's older than 100 years old to be super energy efficient, eco-friendly? We've already bought the solar panels for this building. But yeah, I'm sure it looks a little bit different than the last time you were here.
Yep.
Thank you, Helen.
And now you've also been buying property around here, so.
Yep. Yeah, we've been buying more and more property around the village to be able to expand. I mean, we believe that what we're doing is adding a lot of value to the neighborhood, and we want to be able to continue and expand on what we're doing and allow us to be able to showcase some innovative housing ideas as well. And so we want to be able to expand, and we figure we can either build the neighborhood up and make it more expensive for us to buy in the future, or we can buy it now. Even though we don't have that much resources, we're spending a lot of money buying land, and that's why it sort of takes a little while for us to do some construction, because we don't have all the resources to remodel all the space, but we're getting there. We're applying for different grants and whatnot. So, but yeah, we recently purchased this property across the street, 307 15th Street. We purchased the one next door to that, a 2-story duplex. You see our 3 tiny houses over there, and then we bought the one next door to that, 337. With that, sort of the value in those sort of 4 pieces being connected allows us to build 6 tiny houses on that vacant land right there. So the value really is not in the buildings that are currently there, even though we're going to keep those and remodel those. Really the value that we're most interested in is to build the 6 tiny houses on foundations, permanent tiny houses that are going to benefit Sail Future, which is a nonprofit focused on juvenile rehabilitation, foster care program, PERC, which is the Pinellas Ex-Offender Reentry Coalition, Project Rebuild, which is all about veterans, so veterans, foster care, and ex-offenders. So those are some of the people that are going to be living in some of those houses. And each house is going to be designed designed by different organizations, different schools, and then they'll be built by different organizations as well. So probably the next time you come back, especially if it's this time next year, you'll see some of those tiny houses being built, or they'll already be finished.
So you've been using this one to take to tiny house festivals and events to advertise
Yeah, we call this like
Ecovillage.
our mobile village. You know, we
Yeah.
take it to parades, Localtopia, yeah, different events, teach people about the village, away from the village, to get them to come take a tour of the Ecovillage. We take our composting machine. I mean, this is a off-grid system. It's got 400-watt solar with the battery backup, so it's a small village. We teach people about composting toilets, about just composting in general, and rainwater collection, and yeah, living less, living in smaller spaces, and alternative building materials, alternative technology. That's a lot of sort of the construction side of things that we're talking about, and obviously you know that we have one of the largest community farm and gardens in Pinellas County, but really the problem with community gardens, at least in the city of St. Pete, is that you can't sell the produce. So what we've done is we've just gotten approved to be the first community assembly space, and that allows us to do classes, workshops, and events. We're going to build an outdoor kitchen. We're really good at teaching people how to grow the food. Now we're going to be really good at teaching people how to grow the food and preparing the food that we're growing there. And we're going to build this outdoor solar-covered pavilion with a commercial kitchen. We're looking for business partners, and we're going to be able to have 30 people Sunday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and then Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., and then once a month, we'll be able to have 60 people. So 30 people most of the time, and then 60 people once a month. But we're looking for people that want to do classes and workshops and events to teach, or that want to come and learn from our farm manager, or some of the valuable resources that we have here right locally in our area. And then yeah, we're looking for local chefs as well to come out and that want to teach some classes. But right now we have our community garden work days every Wednesday, every Sunday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have a new farm manager, Lev, so come out and meet Lev. And yeah, stay involved and engaged. We're on Facebook, St. Pete Ecovillage. You can find us on our website, ecovillage-stpete.org, or just come by and take a tour and see how we're changing and evolving, because every day we're different. We got so many people that are involved in our organization that we are different every day. So thank you to Dan, thank you to the Hardcore Sustainable YouTube channel, and thank you for all your contribution. Thank you for all of your knowledge and all the wonderful things you're doing to promote sustainability, and look forward to our continued partnership and growth.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks,
you.
Chris. Thanks for the great tour. This
No
is
worries.
Amazing.
See how we change. Takes a village.
To find out more about what's happening at St. Pete Ecovillage, check out their Facebook page. And don't forget to share and like the video, and of course subscribe to Hardcore Sustainable. And hit the bell to get notifications, so no matter where you are, you'll know when a new video is up.